Hello and welcome back to Mega Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 19. Last episode we saw the fall, baby. We saw the fall of Centauri Prime. Cities destroyed. Londo destroyed. Londo now a puppet to his shadow overlords. I mean, they're not the shadow, but they're the closest thing we have, right? They are the remnants of the Shadow's allies, their forces. Who else are the Dra? I believe it's the Dra. Who else are they working with? Who else are they working for? What is their underlining purpose? I know they said they just want to basically make Centauri Prime their homeworld and slowly, you know, kind of spread throughout the world and do their evil deeds. And I guess that's the goal. But man, it's been a long time coming. We have known Londo is going to go down this path for a very, very long time. And I will admit, actually seeing it happening was a bit underwhelming. And I think it's just because I've been expecting it for so long. I don't think anything could have lived up to what was in my mind of what was going to happen. It was really just kind of plain, kind of simple, just kind of business as usual. And that's probably the way it was intended to be shown, that this horrible thing that we've been waiting for and it's been building to for these people in this world, in this reality, it's just business as usual. Though I will say I did not expect the creature to come off of their body. That was gross. All right, that's some body horror shit. That's some Cronenberg inspiration. I dig it, but it's gross. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at here. Centauri Prime, cut off from the Alliance. Gonna be forced to pay reparations. It's just a hot mess. It's a hot mess. And we're almost done with the show. So we're gonna see where it takes us. I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I don't know how we're wrapping everything up. And what? We have 3 episodes left? 4 episodes? I think it's 3. I think 3 episodes left. 4 episodes left, maybe. And then on to the movies and Crusade and whatever else is left. Yeah, you know what? This is how I get near the end of every show, to be honest. I get kind of sad. Because I don't want it to come to an end. Because I'm enjoying it so much. I'm not going to do what I did with White Collar, though, which is put off the last episode for like 2 months. Because I really did. I put it off for ages. No, Babylon 5, we're going to push on through. And maybe it's because I know there's more. There's some movies. There's Crusade, I think, which is a show. There's The Road Home. I really want to watch The Road Home, the animated movie. So, yeah, maybe that's why I'm not as sad. And I'm willing to push on through. But, yeah. Sad times finishing up a show as a reactor, but you probably felt the same way when you finished watching it. So I guess we're kind of in the same boat, and I can always watch other reactors who I have yet to watch and relive the moments I love the most through their eyes, which is why we're all here. So let's just get into this reaction. But before we do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it. Interesting shuttlecraft. Narn? Yeah, Narn.
Ambassador Jakar, welcome back.
Captain Lockley, well, this is an honor.
I should mention that there are a few of your people waiting to see you in customs.
Just a few. Good. My presence on Centauri Prime during this little war has probably cooled their enthusiasm a bit. I was afraid for a while that this cult of personality was getting
You
out
are
of
the
hand.
Messiah, my friend.
What matters is that you came to meet me.
Jakar, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Oh no, what is he gonna walk out to? She's setting you up, dude. Statues. I have a Jakar statue. I'm one of the members. The cult of Jakar.
Well, I better get going. I have a meeting with the president, Mr. Harbaugh.
Set him up.
Captain.
See ya.
He speaks. Oh, Oh, there's some Minbari there. Hey, there's our drunkard. I'm not a drunkard.
Michael, what's up?
What's up, what?
Look, the meeting is about to start.
Oh, the meeting's at 4 o'clock.
No, the meeting is at 2, Michael. Now, you better get down here fast.
Don't need an intervention.
Well, there's no secret that the Eldrazi didn't mind the bombing of Centauri Prime. Since the Minbari, since the Centauri are the main competitors for
They know
trade and...
you're
Mr.
done.
Garibaldi,
Sir?
the rest of you are dismissed. We will reconvene later.
I bet Lockley loves this. She hates Garibaldi.
Wrong. Wrong.
Stay.
Oranges. The Wheel of Fire. Y'all need to fire him, or at least put him on a leave of absence until he can get sober and then decide. But how many people are dead because of him and his drinking?
When did you start drinking again?
I don't know. Not long ago, a couple of months.
Yeah. It's just about what I figured.
You knew?
I suspected. I tried to convince myself that I was reading too much into the meetings where you were late or unprepared. The recent decline in your performance. But I am very disappointed.
Oh, it's like a parent. So
I'd
disappointed.
rather have you yelling at me or angry. Anything but disappointed. I know I failed.
I didn't say I was disappointed in you because of your failure.
Because you didn't come to me as your friend.
I'm disappointed because I didn't pick up on this earlier. Disappointed because you felt that you couldn't come to me about this on your own.
So I'm not fired?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I can't let this go unanswered. You know that.
No.
We've had our problems, Michael. But I am still your friend.
Could you
You
get a
have to understand
telepath
that
to
your
take
problem
out
is
your
not between
desire
you and
to
me.
drink?
You and your job or any of that.
Maybe?
Jakar, it's Dr. Franklin. I need to speak with you for a moment, please.
Enter.
Looks like your popularity back home has kicked into high gear.
On what basis?
Well, apparently, your people believe that your presence on Centauri Prime allowed them to attack without retribution. You came through it alive, which they're considering another not-so-minor miracle. And you don't want the power. And people love giving power to those they believe don't want it.
This is insane.
Yeah, well, that's as good a word as any.
I spoke with the captain. She says that more ships are arriving from Narn every hour, bringing more pilgrims who want to learn from me. If I stay here, we'll be flooded with my people. If I go home, they'll make me into this.
Into an idol?
Well, that doesn't leave a lot of options now, does it?
None at all. I've never understood that. Why does the universe give us puzzles with no answers?
I wonder if that's the wrong question. Wonder if the right question is, can God create a puzzle so difficult, a riddle so complex,
He can't solve it.
that even he can't solve it?
Oh,
What if that's us?
we are the riddle.
Maybe a problem like this is God's way of doing to us a little of what we do to him.
I've got an emergency transmission from Earth Security HQ standing by. I figured you should be in on it.
Captain, good. I was just telling Mr. Allen that we've got a serious problem on our hands. During the last month, there have been a dozen more attacks on Psycor property. Bombings, sabotage, you name it. High-tech weapons, munitions, comm systems. They've got it all.
Well, ma'am, you have my sympathy, but I really don't see what you expect us to do about it. This is an internal matter that
runs right through your office, Captain. Point 1. At the site of every bombing, we found the words, "Remember Byron," painted on the walls. But didn't you have a telepath named Byron come through
Yeah.
Babylon 5 lately, leading a group of rogue telepaths?
Yes, ma'am, but that was
Point 2. We've traced the money used to purchase the weapons used in these attacks through several shell companies. The money trail ends at Babylon 5.
Lita.
Now, you are under orders to detain Lita Alexander for questioning, arrest her if necessary, and return her to Earth for
Look how
full
powerful
inquiry
she
into her
is.
involvement in these terrorist
She's
attacks.
gonna scanner you. Make that head explode.
Well, the president told me you were suspended, not fired.
Same difference. We both know I'm not getting my job back anytime soon, not after all this.
Well, if that's what
Oh,
you
I'm so
decided, then
sad.
that's what's
The
gonna happen.
drunk who got people
But
killed
you
doesn't have a
the
job
option to
right
choose
now.
otherwise.
Thanks for the fortune cookie wisdom.
Just thought I'd come by, offer any help I can, and tell you that I understand.
You understand. And you want to help. You. Even after we've locked horns from day one.
I saw the ghost she talked to in the
What
previous
makes you think that you
episode.
understand? What makes you think you know what I'm going through?
Ah, he was on the
Please tell me if I could
drugs.
use a good laugh.
Because you can't hurt the people who hurt you, like Bester. You've got to lash out at everybody else. See, the drinking gives a control freak like you permission to let it go. To be angry, to lash out, to lose it.
Did you get that out of a book? Was it a psychology
No,
text or
my
one of those
experience.
pop-up books?
Mr. Garibaldi,
When I was on
my
Spice.
father was an alcoholic.
I am not.
When he was drunk,
Oh,
he used
yes,
to
you
lash
are.
out at us, just like you're lashing out at me right now.
Say you're not an
Mad at us.
alkie.
He was mad at himself.
Come on, dude.
At what he was, at the walls that were closing in around him.
I'll tell you what, Captain. I've got a few things to do around here, so why don't you just leave?
Not until I'm finished.
Get out!
No!
Fine, and I'm gonna leave.
Go after him, Lockley.
Hey,
What the hell?
Lockley?
You can't you take a hint?
I'm not finished yet. Besides, you're just walking away to see if I'll follow you.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me what the hell I think, all right?
Okay, then I'll tell you a little more about my father.
Green 2.
Children of alcoholics usually end up one of two ways. Either they try to help everybody else because they couldn't help themselves, or they become alcoholics.
That's not true. I'm the son of an
I couldn't
alcoholic.
stop what was happening to my
I'm not an alkie.
So I became the very thing I hated.
And I don't try to help people because I got anger towards alcoholics.
Swallowed, shot, or smoked. Oh, I did it.
Yeah, she did it all.
Until somebody very close to me died.
Yeah, the ghost.
Then I realized what I was doing.
It's a very touching speech. It really is. But I just want to say, I keep a full bar in my house to prove to myself I'm not an alcoholic. Maybe that's some weird thing because my father was an alkie. Like, I can have a drink. I can have a liquor bar. And guess what? The bar doesn't get emptied. I don't have to drink every bottle just because it's there. Like, I am not my father. But I also don't try to help everybody who's an alkie because I don't give a shit. Okay? I'll try to help you once, maybe. But you know what? You're a grown man. It ain't my job to raise grown people. I got a kid. It's my job to raise my kid. And maybe that's not the right outlook to have on humanity or people who are drunkards who need help. But you know what? I ain't even going to get into, oh my God, it's a hell of a, he was an angry, mean drunk who did terrible things. A bad man. That no one mourned when he died, basically. Maybe some people mourned. I don't know any of them, though. Okay, back to it.
Wrong.
That was a little personal.
Dead wrong. Sorry to be late. Sheridan here?
No, not yet.
He said he wanted to be here when we arrested her. But we can't wait forever. Where is she?
Over there. The guy she's talking to is Wolfgang Schneider, an arms dealer. Works with the Norns a lot, but strictly freelance.
Am I under arrest, Zach?
We just need you to answer some questions. Now, we can do this any way you like. But if we have to arrest you, that's what we'll do.
What's the charge?
Aiding and abetting terrorist activities back home. Look, there's no reason to make a scene here. Just come with
Oh,
us.
I'll make a scene.
What if I don't want to go?
Yeah.
I don't think you have a lot of choice.
Really?
Are you sure about
Really?
that, Captain?
Somebody needs to shoot her in the face.
I'm tired of being pushed around, Captain.
Somebody call Bester. This woman's too powerful. Look at that smug look.
I've done a lot for this place. And just once I think a little gratitude would be in order, don't you?
Lita, don't force us to.
To what?
To what? Die?
Zach,
Nope. Zach is gone.
You cannot harm me. You cannot stop someone who's been touched by Vorlons.
Oh!
You're not the only one that's been touched by the Vorlons.
Yeah!
Let him go.
Oh, that might have been one of the best scenes ever.
Back of your skull off.
All right, I'm rolling that back. Hopefully it doesn't break everything.
And just once I think a little gratitude.
That was so good. That was so
To
good.
what?
Zach.
Hold on.
You cannot harm me.
Okay.
You cannot
Okay.
stop someone who's been touched by Vorlons.
Yeah! You ain't the only one, baby.
You're not the only one that's been touched by the Vorlons.
So good.
Let him go.
You can't be everywhere, Mr. President.
Good point.
Oh!
Get her out of here and put her in
That
one
was
lockup.
abuse of power. You can't just punch a prisoner.
I hate myself for saying this, but maybe you should have pulled the trigger while you could. You may not get another chance.
God, look at Lockley. She's dark, man. Just kill her. Can't control her. She must die.
I've been looking for you.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I don't know what happened with Lita.
I just don't understand it, Stephen. What could make her turn like this?
Y'all didn't give her a break on her rent.
Well, let's say she was adjusted by the Vorlons, dumped by the Vorlons, used as a weapon, quit the Corps, lost the only man she ever loved, and dedicated herself to finishing his work.
Glenn?
She passed out because she's preggo, obviously. Because we know she has Sheridan's baby. Why else would she pass out? We're running out of episodes.
Well, how is she?
She's stable for now. Only time will tell if her system can adjust to handle the stress she's putting on it. That's why she just shut down like that. Look, you have to understand, she's a Minbari human hybrid. Things aren't going to work the same.
Wait, but what are you talking about? What is wrong with her?
She's preggo.
She's pregnant.
Boom! I mean, I'm not gonna put on a crown for that. It's pretty obvious, I think. But, you know, I'm pretty good.
Okay, here's my proposition. We know that you've been funneling money to the underground back home and in turn hitting the Psi Corps. You're doing it because you don't like what they've done to you and the other telepaths. Well, we've got something in common. Because I don't like what they've done to me. They messed with my mind, and Bester planted a neural block in my head that keeps me from nailing that sucker's head to the wall. But there is one thing that you can do.
Get rid of the block?
You can take out Bester's neural block.
Yeah.
That's when all my problems started to happen again. I mean, if you give me the freedom to get back at him, then maybe I might have a chance to get a little control over my life again.
And in return?
I can have a very influential corporation talk to Earth on your behalf to drop the charges.
But I'd have to leave Babylon 5 and not come back.
That would have to be the deal.
It's not enough.
Aren't you going to Narn anyway?
How much is your revenge worth to you, Michael?
I told you this isn't about revenge, Lita. I am just
Oh,
trying
it's
to get
about
back in
revenge.
control of my life again.
Quit bullshitting a bullshitter.
In that case, I have a counter proposal for you.
If I stay here, my followers will continue to disrupt.
So you're
Babylon
both gonna
5.
leave, you and Lita.
Is that not true?
A new world.
I
Yes.
hate to say it, but yes, that's correct.
So you see,
A new
Eve
Eden.
and I are in the same position. Neither of us can go home, and neither of us can stay here any longer.
Then where do you go?
Out there. Visiting Centauri Prime helped me understand the Centauri.
I'm just playing.
Out of that came a new.
I called this
between us.
too, man.
I also realized that there is so much I have never seen.
Yes.
How much more could I understand?
Great unknown.
How much more could I help my people if I saw even more of the universe around us?
What about Lita?
I could use a traveling companion. I have learned a great deal about healing wounds and curing anger. Perhaps in my way I can help her deal with her own anger as I dealt with mine. Either way,
and hook
As soon
up
as I put
along
my
the
affairs
way.
in order, I am leaving Babylon 5. And it is entirely possible that I may never return.
Yes, sir. You and Lita off into the great unknown.
So here's my deal. We'll set up 2 accounts. The first one's for show. The second one is the real account. The big one. Use that money to hurt the Psi Corps and help my people. You can't hurt Bester directly because of the neural block, but you can help me bring down everything he cares about. You can help me destroy the Psi Corps and free my people.
My turn. You want me as a partner? Then I have to be in all the way. So I need to know, Lita. Something's happened to your abilities. You're not a P5 anymore. Hell, you're not even a P12. You're the strongest telepath that I've ever seen. What did the Vorlons do to you, Lita?
Took me apart, put me back together. Better, stronger.
I've only recently begun to understand it myself. You know, the Vorlons used telepaths as weapons during the Shadow War, but what no one stopped to consider was that in a war, you have a certain number of small weapons, a certain number of medium-sized
You're a
weapons,
nuke.
and 1 or 2 big ones. The kind of weapons you drop when you are out of small weapons and the medium weapons and...
The Doomsday weapon.
That's what I am. Now do what I say.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Garibaldi.
Sheridan should have shot her. Oh, Lita.
We haven't heard a word from Londo since we came back. I find I miss him.
He's probably just busy. He's got a lot of responsibilities now.
Quit showing me sad Londo, man. Breaks my heart. My sad, sad friend. City on fire. Creature on shoulder. No freedom, no happiness. Just sad. I'll be right back with you. That was Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 19. Great episode. Loved it. So Garibaldi, he's been found out as a drunk. Everyone already kind of suspected. He's been put on administrative leave, basically. But his beautiful girlfriend showed up, and they're going to get married, and she's going to go back with him and take him back to Mars. He's going to help her run the company, but he also wants the block taken out so he can get revenge on Bester. I don't care what he says. That's what he wants. And then Lita, right? She's in custody because she's funding terrorism, and they go to arrest her, and she goes full on like dark side and starts controlling everyone. And like, how are you going to stop me? I've been touched by a Vorlon. And then Sheridan shows up and he's like, bitch, you ain't the only one touched by a Vorlon. I'll blow your goddamn head off. And she gets taken into custody. And that was great. And then Delenn passes out because she's preggo. She's going to have a Minbar human baby. So that's kind of cool. We already knew it was going to happen. So I don't think it was that hard to guess what was going on. But, you know, I did guess it. So that was kind of cool. And then G'Kar is like, I'm just going to go into the unknown. I'll take Lita with me because neither one of us can go home. And I think that's a good idea. Maybe he can help her come to peace, being she is a telepathic nuclear weapon. A weapon from a nuclear vessel. I'm thinking of Chekhov, which is Bester. See how it all comes full circle? Wow, it's crazy. But yeah, a great episode. Lita needs to die. Somebody needs to shoot that bitch out an airlock, blow her head off, do something. Because she is uncontrollable, untrustworthy, manipulating Garibaldi, continuing terrorism. She's just become a terrible person, all because she fell in love with a cult leader named Byron. So, well, and they didn't give her a break on her rent, and she had to join the damn Psi Corps again. That was cold-blooded shit. And she never got over that, neither did I. So I can't blame her 100% because, you know, that fucking episode where she signs her body over to Bester and she's putting back on the gloves and she's in tears all because her rent went up. And these motherfuckers who keep coming to her for help couldn't give her a break on her rent. It pisses me off. It still pisses me off. So you know what? You know what? I'm changing my whole thing on you, Lita. No, they don't need to kill you. You fucked them all up, girl. They took you for granted. They've abused the friendship you have with them. They don't even care about you. You blow all their heads up. I don't even care anymore. I went full circle here. Full circle. I was like here, and I went, nope, she's nope. I guess I did a 180. I didn't go full circle. I did a 180. I did like half a circle. I was one place, I ended up the other. So yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know, Lita, you know what? Kill them all. I don't even fucking care now. I thought about it. You're right. They're wrong. Nuke them with your mind. That's where I'm at now. And they decide to end showing a sad Londo. Breaks my heart. Don't want to see sad Londo. Okay? It's sad. All right. We just got to wait for G'Kar to kill him. The only happiness he'll ever get is his death. And no longer part of that damn creature on his shoulder. And he can have some sort of peace. And it makes me sad. But that's where we're at. Great episode. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. It was pretty damn good. That scene with Sheridan, though, top tier scene. Maybe one of the top 5 moments of Babylon 5. Pulling out that gun. I'll blow your brains out. So good. If you think it's good, let me know in the comments below. This is Mega. I'll catch you next time.